you got a lot on your plate. You're a busy man. I don't know if you follow everything going on in the world, but Kanye has pulled from y'all from time to time.
Kanye making me scared to still like him because Kanye wilding, but I love Kanye. Well, you got to say yeah. Before he talk about you, he gonna get
That's true. I don't want that smoke. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that and make it say yay in a minute. But so Ye has talked about the Israelites, talking about who the real Jews are. He's come hard against people who identify as Jews. Again, I have found Kanye's commentary to be problematic for two reasons. I mean, a lot more than that, but three reasons. Reason one, I think it's deeply harmful to an abusive and racist and all the other things, or whatever like words you want to use, to the way he's talked about Jewish people writ large, I think is unacceptable, deplorable. And I think the word anti-Semitic is overused, and I think it's used in ways that deny our ability to have legitimate criticisms of Israel and legitimate criticism. But some things are actually anti-Jewish, and it's attacking Jews for being Jewish. And when I see Ye do that, when I see him talk about wear Nazi stuff and KKK outfits, and and explicitly say that he loves Hitler, and start calling himself Yadolf Hitler, I can't support that, and I don't see any value of anybody supporting that, no matter what your religious or political beliefs are. And unless your religious and political beliefs are anti-Semitic, I don't see how it could be okay. My second reason is that Ye is so deeply uninformed. It's like he did a drive-by. Like he heard somebody say a sentence and then decided to repeat that sentence. So when he's like, "We the real Israelites because we from the blood of Christ," and if you ask him to say anything other than that sentence that he kept repeating, I'm not sure he could. I'm not sure he understands it. And then third, I think Ye says and does things that are deeply anti-Black.
Right.
Even in the context of attacking, I mean, like, supporting Nazism and Hitler is evil to me, no matter what. But to watch people who identify as pro-Black defending it as if Hitler was pro-Black or as if Nazism was pro-Black, to me is bizarre and just, again, uninformed. So for me, when I hear all of that, I'm like, do the Hebrew Israelites want to be tied up in Ye? Does Ye want to be tied up with the Hebrew Israelites? Neither of them sound like good ideas.
I interviewed Ye on Clubhouse back when the Kyrie Irving thing happened, right? And so what I first say about Ye, he's a free man in the sense that he's free to just say what he wants. But now with that said, unlike an Israelite that's doing it for their people, Ye's is based on rejection first. What I mean by rejection is like when he was getting what he want with the Adidas and working with the Jewish man and stuff like that, everything was all good. It's only when they started attacking and not letting him have the same freedom, or maybe he wasn't as cool as he thought he was. Now it's like, get in your place, boy. And so Ye didn't like that. And so now Ye is a free man, and he was always wild. Remember, before he said that about the Jews, he did say George Bush don't care about Black people. So him saying crazy stuff off the cuff is not something new. So, but in the beginning, he had a point. Remember when he was on Drink Champs and he was like, "I'm a F your woman, I'm a F your B, I'm a kill his nigga. I'm a F your B, I'm a kill his nigga." And he was like, that music can be propagated by Jewish people that run hip hop, but good music for hip hop can't be propagated. So as he would do that in the beginning, I was all for him. In a sense, I'm still for him, because although the Hitler and everything that Hitler did and stuff at the surface level. So at the surface level, we look at what Hitler did, and Kanye West mentions Hitler. It's like all we think about is, oh, Hitler did this, he unalived these people and stuff like that. But nobody looks at Ye's reasoning for why he's doing what he's doing with Hitler. And if this,
what is his reasoning?
I'm about to break it. So if his reasoning is legit, I do support him. So this is the reasoning that Ye said. The reason that Ye is supporting that is because the Jewish people that run music, that run media, that run Hollywood is only portraying black people that are twerking, getting high, unaliving themselves. So if they can exploit black people that way, he's doing this with the Hitler thing to take something that's egregious to Jewish people and putting it in their face and saying, if you don't like this, then stop propagating our people that way. Now, that's what he's saying at the surface level. I think I had when I saw his tweet about that, I shared it. Now, but he's crazy though. What I mean by crazy is the stuff that he's doing when he's attacking black people, the stuff he's saying about Jay-Z, the stuff he's saying about Beyonce, the stuff he like, that's what make his message seem like it's not as legit as it is. Like, I've been the same since y'all know me. I say the same thing in 2010, same thing in 2016. When Ye starts talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce, it doesn't have it, he loses the power that he could have when he starts talking about black people. If it's about exposing a Jewish man exploiting black people, so he gonna exploit Jewish people, and he stayed right there, it's very easy to stand with him. But when he switches and goes to something else, that's when it makes it hard. So for the Israelite side, you know, it's good, but it's bad.
Yeah.
Then it's bad, but it's good. It's like depending on, you never know what Ye is like. It's hard to read him because he don't have nobody guiding him. He don't have nobody in his corner that can give him something that can make him say what he should say the appropriate way. But he's free. Now, as he's throwing it in their face, I don't have pity on the Jewish man because of everything that they throw in our face. Like, they'll take, like, when the last time you seen a good female rapper? What I mean by good female rapper, a sister that might rap and make music like Latifah would, like a Lauryn Hill would. They're not gonna get promoted. A hip hop artist, like the Christian rapper. What's the Christian rapper? I can't remember his name.
Lecrae, you talking about
Oh no, not Lecrae. He got the dreads, light skinned brother. I forget his name.
Oh, you talking about D1.
D1, right? Now you take D1. Now I don't like Christian music at all, but D1 is I don't like
most Christians don't either.
Yeah, I don't like no Christian music at all. But his type of music, you know, back in the 90s, you had Onyx and Public Enemy. You had Arrested Development and the Wu-Tang Clan. Like, there was a lane for all different forms of music because it was art form. Now there's only shoot 'em, have sex, throw them away, kill them, and do all of this. So it's hard for me to feel bad for the Jewish side because the Jewish side is exploiting us. So that's where I'm kind of at with it.
I can't accept that as an argument that's persuasive to me. Primarily because Hitler didn't go out, even if I accepted the premise, which I don't.
Right.
Jesus, Kanye. Kanye is making a case about Jewish execs that then applies to all Jewish people. In other words, it's not like Hitler was going out there executing Hollywood execs. He was killing all Jewish people indiscriminately. Right? And so to say that I'm mad at Hollywood executives
and music executives,
excuse me, actually more music executives who happen to be Jewish is problematic to me. For one, it's not their Jewishness that he's presuming that it's their Jewishness that makes them act that way, as opposed to the fact that they're just music execs. And I say that because Black music execs also traffic in Black misery and Black pain and all that shit. So, you know, when I see what the Black exec does and what the Protestant does, the Gentile, the Jew, whatever, I see them all do the same thing. I think that's a function of capitalism. So for me to point out their Jewishness as the reason, already sets us on the wrong course. But second, why not go after them? instead of using a symbol of Nazism that has been used to do harm to all Jewish people, whether they have done anything to anybody or not. It's collective punishment. It's saying I'm going to do, and the problem is symbols of Hitler and symbols of Nazism people aren't making distinctions about who to apply them, even if I accepted that all those executives were evil. Those images encourage violence against all Jewish people. They encourage violence against all vulnerable people. And Jews have been vulnerable for centuries, not just since the Nazi era. So for me, I think it's deeply dangerous. And it kind of loses the plot a little bit.
Right. And yeah, that's why I say I don't agree with his methodology because it don't have no structure. It's all over the place. But like,
okay,
I'm glad you said that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's good and bad, it's bad and good. The statement that he made, but then the way he's going about promoting the statement is where I disagree. But I'll tell you like this. What he's doing with putting Hitler in the face is no different than slave movies being put in our face all the time. Even the music.
When you watch a slave movie, you don't walk away thinking that slavery was good.
No, but the mental psychology is for Black people to know their place. When you talk about the music, now we're stereotyped. Black people are, and the crazy thing about the stereotype, I was watching Bill Cosby in the 70s make the same statement about black on the black on black crime that we do now. Not the side, I'm gonna just say what he said. It's gonna come right to my point. Bill Cosby was doing this interview in the 70s, and he was like, y'all keep telling me about all these crimes that we commit, but when I go read the newspaper, whenever a white guy commits a crime, it doesn't put their race. It doesn't say the white guy unalive this one, but when it's a Black person, they always make sure they put a Black person. Like, why don't they make it the same? And so when what Kanye is attacking from Hollywood into music does create a stereotype. You could see it in the election. In the presidential election, when Kamala Harris, who decided to be Black for the election, when she selected the Black people to promote, she had Megan twerking, she had Glorilla. Why is Megan and Glorilla the representation of us? So his statement, I agree with the statement, but the way that he's going about doing it, I'm not saying that he got to throw a swastika in the face. I'm not saying he got to put the hat on and all of that. I'm not saying that he got to do all of that. But what I am saying is that statement that statement of why he's doing it. Let's not act like, when I'm saying, I'm not talking about you at all, Mark. When I'm saying, talking to the audience, let's not act like there's never been an exploitation of us to keep that stereotype there. Even when we get unalive, when we do a crime or anything like that, like the brother Carmelo Anthony, they're trying to paint him out like he's this exorbitant criminal, bad guy, XYZ like that, when he just defended himself. Anytime a Black person is involved in any type of crime, they look for something bad about him. If he's unalive, they do that. So there's always been this stereotype, and most people think that Jewish people run media, which is why Kanye West has taken the position of Jewish people running media. And so that's why he's attacking it. So I don't agree with his methodology, but his premise does have validity to it.